Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So Euro USD is still very much in this range. One thing that is fairly clear at the moment is we are range bound, but we are squeezing. And what I mean by that is we are forming a triangle inside the range. In between the moving averages, we've got a sort of a bullish setup here on the faster moving averages, but we're still below the 155, and the 155 is my trend. And at the moment we are pretty much going sideways. We're consolidating. Now, are we consolidating for a rejection of this area, or are we consolidating for a move to the upside? That is something we need to wait and see. So if we drop down to the hour and start having a look at what transpired yesterday, we sort of sideways and then a nice half decent break to come and test the trend lines, and then we sort of plummeted. So the big question here is which direction are we going? And it's very difficult to ascertain at the moment. So we do have a bit of structure here in the middle, and if you look at the moving averages, all the moving averages crossed over here, and we're at the 155. So a rejection here and a break below the current low this morning would validate a move, but I think you're going to be held up with 106.432. So this is a sit on hands until we break below this area here at 106.432, or alternatively we break 107.691 to the upside. We are starting a squeeze, so it could get interesting sooner than later, but that is a sit on hands. US dollar Japanese yen. Yesterday we were talking about the flag, and we had a breaks, the upside consolidation, and then we had a little flag here which we'll look on the hour, which did give way. I think any pullback back down here to 131.345 is an opportunity to buy into this. So if we just get down to the hour, and you'll see the picture we had yesterday. So that was the flag that we had yesterday. We got a break and sort of a retest down over here, and then a move to the upside. And also, look, when oscillators cross over far apart like that, above the 20, the move is normally violent, and you can see how violent it was. So I suspect this is an exhaustion gap up here. So either a move back down to close the gap for another continuation up, or alternatively a move to 131.345 for a continuation up. But that play from yesterday played out pretty nicely. If we look at British pound Japanese yen, so this one is pretty much got a crossover of our moving averages. We are now in a fairly decent upward trend, and again I'm looking for pullbacks onto structure, and this is the zone that we've got early in the week, and that is where logic dictates that you should be looking for a pullback, not looking at going long with the oscillators like that. If we look at price action from yesterday, nice grouping of the oscillators to the downside, off structure, inside bar, engulfing bar. Beautiful setup while we were doing the video yesterday, and then a continuation to the upside. And there was another entry right there, off a bit of structure, and that was at 163.977. So you can basically, on the hour, just do this. So what you're looking for is either a pullback onto 165.195, or preferably a bit deeper onto 164.438, and that will get you an opportunity to get back into this for a move to the upside. If you look at the weekly, you'll see you've got a crossover on the weekly brewing, and a strong weekly uptrend here. So this is an area we need to pay very close attention to, because this pin bar here is something which will attract the bulls and the bears. So a break above that then basically sets up the next high. And I think really to look to the left, it's a clear break of structure here. So once we're through here, these tails here will offer some resistance, but I think this is heading for a much bigger move to the upside at the moment. And lastly, moving on to Euro British pound. So we had a rejection of this area which was 0.85817. Not too surprising. Look at how many times we've rejected it, and we came back down to find some support. So the question is the support? We're in an upward trend at the moment, so we'd obviously have to start dropping below this area here for it to be considered bearish in my view. That's 0.84398. So until then, this is either the start of a bigger range, or it is a flat top triangle that is trying to form for a break higher. Now yesterday, when you get down to the hour, you can see grouping of the oscillators there, and while we're doing the video it was just hovering about here. Then obviously just the market open. Is it market open? Yeah, the first hour of the market open plummeted, and then we just drifted lower from there. So we're in an area of support. It would be interesting to see what transpires here. What I don't like is we are in amongst moving averages, and then look at the oscillators separated, and if they cross over like that, then I'd expect another leg down, and that would more than likely head to test one of these tails to the left here. I don't see you just plummeting through this zone here, and it's a massive zone. That's between 0.85276 and 0.84855. So I think more than likely you'll probably try and find some support in this area for a push higher. And I don't see any structure to bounce off the upside either. So this one is still sit on hands. I think if we go back to the 8 hour, I think that is our bigger range. So if we do drop below this area, expect us to get to this area. If we drop below that area, expect us to get to that area. That's kind of the moves at the moment, but that would be against the current trend from the last couple of weeks. So I would be very cautious on this one. Anyway, that's kind of my view on Forex this morning. Everything's looking really messy. Don't really see anything that's exciting me at the moment. So it's another wait and see, and maybe we get a small little scalp along the way somewhere. Anyway, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.